Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I've got your gameplay for the Netz. This is a currently rank 8 battle rating 12.0 fighter in the Israeli air tech tree and is essentially an F-16A Block 10, so pretty much right in the middle when it comes to the early releases of the F-16 in War Thunder. Now, what makes this vehicle so special, and the reason why I'm doing a gameplay on it right now, is because it was just upgraded. Upgraded with something new. Now, what might that something be, you might ask? Well, new missiles, and you might be saying to yourself, new missiles, how much better can they be? They can be a good amount better. We now have the Python 3 missiles in War Thunder, and they are belonging strictly, at least as of the release of this video, to the Netz. That's right. These are 121 kilograms, so substantially heavier, almost about 50% heavier compared to AIM-9Ls and AIM-9Ps, and they have up to 40 Gs of overload and 3.5 Mach maximum speed. These things are absolutely huge. They have an 8 kilogram burst mass, which is fantastic, or at least the TNT equivalent. So these are possibly substantially more effective than the AIM-9L. So that said, let's get into a few matches here, see what we could do. These are some big chunky boy missiles, but I am so stoked because this is kind of like getting into the next generation of close range missiles. And if you didn't notice, they are, of course, all aspects. So I said, let's get into it and have a blast, but man, oh man, I love close quarters combat, and this is what these are all about. Let's get into it. I don't know about you guys, but one of the things I really love about War Thunder is just like, look at this. You know, I thankfully, luckily, I've got the graphics and all that to be able to support this sort of thing. But like, just look how beautiful this all is. Really, they have done such a great job, and wow, you know. So we have a MiG-21 over here. Looks like the finished MiG-21 BIS. Now, one of the great things, again, that I really like about this vehicle in particular, the F-16, is the fact that it is more or less... Oh, wow. Woof! This is a very, very good close-range fighter. So we have an F-4E. I don't think he noticed me. Let's go ahead and fire. Fire. Throw off some flares. Didn't get a hit. Let's go fire on him. Can I hit him? No, probably not. But I still have 2 missiles left. I know. I'm doing this a little bit stupidly. But win in Rome, right? So we have an F-14 here. Let's go ahead and fire on him. And I got the kill. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So we have an F-1C back here. Now, this was just me kind of messing around. So, I mean, what I like to do a lot of the time is just kind of, you know, obviously have fun. One of the reasons why I like close quarters fighting in War Thunder is because of how hectic it is, right? I'm not doing it... Ooh, this guy can still hit my ally. Maybe not. Okay. I'm not doing it because I'm like, oh, look at me, you know. I'm doing it because it's a lot of fun for me. And so, like, I'd like to have real quick matches that just kind of fade in. Oh, I don't have any more flares left. Okay, well, time to go fly back to base. I just made a big whoopsie. So let's go ahead and fly back to base. I think I'm going to die. This is probably going to be the end of this match. But it just kind of goes to show. I just got in and out real quick. That F-14, they stole my kill. But I guess, I'll just say that he may have been a threat to my allies. So who knows? Maybe they didn't steal my kill. But just for messing around, and this is literally my first match ever with the Netz, with those missiles, not too shibby-dibby-dabby. But, you know, when it comes to this vehicle, you know, some people mentioned, and it's a rightful criticism of my recent videos, been a little bit too excited. I say guacamole, shibby-dibby-dabby, all these things, right? But ultimately, I have lost a little bit of sight when it comes to strengths, weaknesses, kind of like how I used to do a lot of my videos. And I still try to if I remember. But when it comes down to it, this vehicle, let's get into some of the strengths and weaknesses as I'm about to land, then we can go jump into the next match. Strengths, incredibly fast. This thing is phenomenal. Got great acceleration, great top speed, just excellent. One of the best in War Thunder currently. It also has excellent excellent turn time, which is one of the reasons why I like it. And also can carry typically a ton of different missiles, effective missiles rather. Depends on your variant, of course, but that's kind of how it is. Now, when it comes to weaknesses, at least when it comes to the Netz, it seems as though there weren't many countermeasures. It really doesn't have any longer-range missiles, and they aren't really the most durable planes in the world. But, of course, I mean, pretty much all planes are not that durable at this BR. So that said, let's get into the next match, see what we could do, but not too bad for a real quick, just kind of messing around sort of match. So I probably mentioned it several times before, but I am a huge fan of close quarters combat, and this map certainly allows for that. It's easily one of my favorite maps at top tier in War Thunder because of how quick and how crazy everything can be. So that said, it looks like we may have to dive down here. Hopefully no one hits me with their missiles. I see that Mirage. He's just going to fire off for whatever reason. Pull up. F-14. Going for this MiG-23. I'm not sure. Will I be able to actually hit him? No. These missiles are not very good at distinguishing flares from actual jet engines. But no worry. We do have an F-4S. Most people know those as planes that do not fire off their flares. So hopefully that's the case here. And it is! Look at that. Having good luck with the noobs today. Not going to hit that Mirage. I doubt it, at least. But we do have some sort of an actual earned Phantom over here. Kind of want to launch within around... No, he's dead. Looks like that was an AIM-9L that took him out. Really missed my shot. Yeah, we have an enemy right there. Not sure how far away he is, but that guy is 8.5 kilos. So let's go pull up MiG-23. This is one of those things. I mean, I can fire and probably hit, but I want to do it a little bit closer so as to maximize my chances, or better yet, wait until he gets hit by another person's missile. Perfect. So we have this MiG-29 here. I think I should be okay in firing at him. Gonna go for this F-14. And then go for this F-14 over here. Okay, we got a hit. Nice, I guess. And this is like one of the big problems though, like when you are dominating as a team. We have completely annihilated them real quick. Got 2 kills. One thing that I am noticing is that the Pythons do not seem like they have much better tracking capabilities. They can maneuver better, but the tracking just isn't all that much better than, for example, an AIM-9L. Man, I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love mountains in War Thunder. Now, that being said, and, well, if you guys didn't know, it's because they kind of take the heat off of radar missiles. But that being said, when it comes to these vehicles, or to this, these missiles rather, the Python 3s, I think that they're actually, wow, we are whooping the enemy team. I think that they are very good at close range encounters, right? Like they are among the best such missiles in War Thunder. However, they don't appear to have a particularly good tracker head that's going to make them kind of be able to differentiate between flares and, you know, engines, unfortunately. Now, they are incredibly fast. They have an excellent turning capability. But again, in terms of just what they are a bit mediocre. Can I hit this fella? Probably not. No biggie. Let's go ahead and turn up. No hit. Works for me. We do still have this fella on me. It's an F-16. Gotta turn around, go for those guys. Unless, actually, you know what? I might go for this tornado. He is turning up. And then, maybe even go for this F-4S. Can I hit him? Maybe. And then I'm going to... See, like, this is what I mean, though. I'm firing these missiles at, not incredibly difficult to hit people. And it appears as though they are not hitting. which is unfortunate, you know, for a you know, relatively good missile like this. They're just not really doing the job that I'm hoping. But again, you know, I mean, it's not like these guys are not using countermeasures, but they are a bit mediocre. I kind of did that to myself here. Let's see if he launches. No biggie. No biggie. Okay, so we have a Mirage right here. But as I was saying before, I mean, like, I'm not saying these are bad missiles. By no means. I would take these over AIM-9Ls any day of the week, including Sunday, of course, because that is a day of the week after all. And, ooh, is he... what the heck is this guy doing? He crashed into the ground. That's unfortunate, but I would rather take these any day of the week over AIM-9Ls. I do feel like they do still maybe track a little bit better. They pull a little bit harder. They definitely have more explosive filler, which is nice. They're not like this revolutionary missile. Like, if you do stupid stuff like I was doing in this video, yeah, you're not going to hit. But they also do track, like, they lock on at a longer range, which is nice, but they can't okay, that's what I mean. They lock on at a longer range, but they do not differentiate between flares significantly differently than AIM-9Ls. That's pretty much the crux of what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to try to go for this F-16 here. I do not have expert crew, because I'm not going to freaking spend over $1 million SL on expert crew when I do not need it. Well, in theory I don't need it, at least not for a few minutes of gameplay. Hopefully this fella does not know I'm here. I would imagine he does, but I see him. Nope, he knew where I was. Okay, let's go put them air brakes on. Get a nice, relatively sharp turn. And now we're in a dogfight. This guy is just throwing off flares. Can I get a hit? You know, and that's exactly why I should not be using, basically, you know, missiles alone, because the gun on this thing is actually quite capable. Got a nice hit on him. Very nice. Hopefully he spins out. Okay, we are turning. This guy, in theory, has diminished capabilities, but I'm not entirely sure. Got the kill. Very nice. That's how you finish it off. So let's just do one more match, I guess. Not too bad, in my opinion, but again, the Python missiles are good, but not amazing. I don't know about you guys, but I love these maps where there are just tons of mountains, where the enemy just cannot radar lock you through the mountains, and so you can be more or less provided safe passage until you actually see the enemy. That is always fun to me. But, you know, of course, I also prefer closer range combat. But that is going the way of the dinosaur in War Thunder, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and lock this Mirage. Doubt I'm going to get the hit. But you never know, right? So this F-16 is probably a touch far away. So let's just keep on turning and burning. Wouldn't that be so cool if I actually got that Mirage? I mean, it'd be cool for me, not for him. Of course. We have a bunch of planes up here. F4. Ooh, F-14 down here. This guy is nice and close. As is this F-4S. Can I get a hit? I can! Am I close enough to be able to get that F-4S? I am not sure. I'm going to launch one more. Not a wise thing. Probably a waste. But of course, it is what it is. Now, this match, I'm just going to do as like, hey, you know, the last match. Kind of like my final word. And so it doesn't really matter to me how well I do. Because War Thunder, you know, there's so many people out there that curate their videos. And I do to a point. I'm not going to say I don't. But there's only so much I feel like I can do. I want it to be realistic. So, that said, let's go for this F-14. Am I just going for a gun kill? If I can help it. Is he gonna die anyways? got a nice hit on him, and a few nice hits, and this guy's gonna try to steal my kill. Hope not. Wouldn't that just be so dirty, right? If he stole my kill. So, what I was just kind of saying at the very end of that last match, and I kind of want to clean it up a bit. I said that these missiles are not excellent, right? I said that they're not excellent, but they're good. And so, let me clean that up a touch. I think that they're better than good. I say that they're great, and they might be the best close-range missiles currently in War Thunder. However, with flares and all that kind of being the way that they are, we now have it... Oh wow, that F-14 kind of just nicked my wing there. We now have it where it's almost like flares just kind of completely counter every single missile in game outside of radar. And so, while you do pretty well with these, and I feel like you pretty much are going to get kills in every single match, and there have been a ton of matches where I haven't died, you know? I get kills and I just don't die. Where our teams have been dominated, and it's been great. So I feel like you're going to get more of those kills where you can get people that really matter on the enemy team than you would with comparably like 6 AIM-9Ls. But I don't really necessarily feel like it's a wonder weapon, right? Like, it's not the greatest thing in game. It's very good, and I think for now they are kind of taking the role of being the best or among the best when it comes to close air or close range missiles, but they're not absolutely game-breakingly fantastic. So there you go. That said, though, I think we're about to end this match. We have one guy left right there. It's in a Harrier, and he is currently being swarmed by really, really good enemy players, or, you know, enemies on his team, our team. So, again, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Please, if you'd like, consider liking, commenting, subscribing. All of it means the absolute world to me. I do appreciate all of it, you know, genuinely. So, either way, thanks again, and I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone. Ooh, that's ugly.